You got cap in your raps. Why be a straight when I catch him is that?
You ain't even take no flower to this man. But I guarantee you ain't take not one flower to this man. I ain't even got nothing to do with the situation, man. Stop playing with me, son. I don't want no problem with you. Stay the out my way or get it done, man. Stop the like I said, man.
You gonna talk to us? Tell us what happened or not?
As soon as we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm probably if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Great news was revealed in the NBA YoungBoy case from the judge. Before his new release date was shared, it was originally announced YoungBoy has accepted a plea deal in the federal firearm case. As part of the deal, he will be sentenced to 27 months in prison with credit for any time served in pre-trial detention, followed by 5 years of federal probation. Although the judge had a change of heart during his sentencing, the court day was crazy when a YoungBoy fan hacked into the court hearing sound system.
Free YB, man. Free YB.
Everyone needs to stay muted. Okay.
Free YB.
All right. Mr. Golden's case has already been called. He's done with court today. For those of you interested, everyone keep yourselves muted.
Free YB. Free YB.
Free YB.
YoungBoy entered the courtroom laughing and smiling about the hacker who screamed in support of him. Although the sentencing began with a description of his charges, stating that on March 10th, 2021, YoungBoy was arrested and charged with 1 count of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and 1 count of possession of a firearm with no registration, because law enforcement caught YoungBoy recording a music video in a residential neighborhood. YoungBoy and several friends were playing loud music, dancing on the hood of a car, and waving around firearms, which is when an older lady down the street got concerned and called the police. With police quickly arriving, they noticed YoungBoy and arrested him, as they've had a long documented history with him.
So yesterday at court, the body cam footage of the officer who put the cuffs on YoungBoy back in September during that music video, that was shown, and it was very interesting because the cop comes right up to him, whatever, he puts the cuffs on him, and then YoungBoy's reaction is kind of hilarious. I thought it might be interesting for y'all. He was like, yo, big dog, man, what you doing, man? Why you putting these cuffs on me? That's what he was calling the cop. He was calling the cop big dog. He's like, big dog, you up right now. I didn't do nothing. You could search me. I got nothing on me. Cop doesn't listen. Cop puts him in and the whole time YoungBoy's like, yo, man, what you doing, man? Big dog, why? And it really goes to show you a lot about this case. YoungBoy didn't think he did anything wrong. He didn't think that they were going to go and start taking footage from music videos and said, you held a music video and you're a felon and that's a federal felony and you're going to face 3 to 5 years. No, and it really shows you that these federal laws as applied to kids like NBA YoungBoy from the hood are extremely unfair and extremely punitive, and we need to take a good long look on what's going on there.
But once it was all going down, YoungBoy's cameraman knew he couldn't be caught with a firearm due to his probation and tried to delete the footage. Unfortunately, law enforcement got a hold of the camera before he could, and it revealed multiple pictures of YoungBoy holding a firearm. However, YoungBoy's lawyers made the argument that the police took the camera illegally, but it didn't hold up in court. It was announced YoungBoy has lost his appeal with the feds, and now prosecutors can use footage of him holding firearms to convict him.
Update on NBA YoungBoy. He lost the appeal with the federal appeals court. He can take it up to the Supreme Court. What happened? So the federal judge, the lower court, ruled in his favor. She said that the video of him holding what looks like to be a is suppressed. Can't be used at trial against him. The way you guys obtained it, you violated his constitutional rights. Now, the government went to the Fifth Circuit United States Court of Appeals. The Fifth Circuit said, you know what, we have a different decision, and we're going to say that the government can use that evidence. It is going to be allowed in the case. Now, YoungBoy's got a couple of options. 1, he can appeal to the Supreme Court. I fully expect they will appeal to the Supreme Court. 2, you got to go to the government and say, look, this guy was locked up for a long amount of time. I think he was locked up for almost a year. He's been on house arrest for almost a year. How much time do you want him to serve, and think about doing a plea bargain? Ultimately, you can also take this case to trial and try to beat the feds and go 2-0 against them. He's previously beaten a federal.
But this eventually led to his sentencing date, where we'd see the report. The judge gave YoungBoy a positive message about him being robbed of his talent and potential, likely due to his addiction, and wished him the best of luck after he's out of prison in the future.
Mr. Golden, I've seen so many times that good men and women who have a lot of talent and potential, that they can be robbed of that potential when they start to really struggle with their addiction. So I don't want that for you. You seem like a very talented young man. I'm hoping in your future that once you're done with your federal prison time, that you can be really successful on federal probation and have a really bright future where you can reach your full potential in every aspect of your life. Best of luck to you, Mr. Golden.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, if I could
Okay.
excuse.
You may.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you all.
As his case was officially closed when it was announced, YoungBoy will serve 27 months in jail and 60 months of probation. But days later, his lawyer spoke out revealing new findings in his case. They believe he can get YoungBoy released. It was shared. I finally wrapped up YoungBoy's case. He got 23 months, but because of the way we worked it with credit on another case, he should be out in 3 or 4 months. However, there's still another crime YoungBoy is facing. A couple of years ago, YoungBoy skipped a court date, and a warrant for his arrest was put out. The FBI began staking out his mansion in Louisiana until he finally got in his car and drove out. Almost instantly, the FBI was following YoungBoy. They got onto the highway, and after a couple minutes, YoungBoy slowed to a stop on the side of the road. Once the officer stopped and got out of his car, YoungBoy put his car back in drive and took off. But with it being rush hour, YoungBoy ran into traffic and went off into the regular streets. He continued driving for some time until he ditched the car and began running on foot. This probably wasn't a great idea since YoungBoy was wearing designer shoes, skinny jeans, a jacket, and some chains, making it much harder for him to outrun an officer. One of the craziest things released from his high-speed chase is that YoungBoy ended up running in a fan's backyard, as photos leaked of YoungBoy running away from the cop. But the chase on foot didn't last long, since YoungBoy was quickly swarmed by police and arrested.
You gonna talk to us? Tell us what happened or
As soon as
not?
we're done with everything, we'll take off the handcuffs, okay? But
Yeah, I don't have a statement. I don't want to be detained in these handcuffs like this. I'm properly if I haven't committed a crime or done that.
Okay. All right, give us a second, okay?
Okay, no voluntary statement.
Hey, he's not willing to give a
So,
statement.
any statement, any voluntary statement?
No, sir. Mr.
No, okay.
Martinez, I don't want to give a statement. I don't want to be in this.
For everything he did that day, he got charged for speed racing, resisting arrest, and many more charges. YoungBoy deliberately did everything he could to escape the feds. Lucky enough for YoungBoy, his millions bought him the best lawyers that were able to get him a bond.
For YoungBoy out of California is a $540,000 bond. He put up $500,000 in cash. In addition, he put up as collateral 2 properties worth in excess of $1.5 million, and he has to wear an ankle monitor. However, he's not going to be on house arrest. According to the bond set by the California judge, he simply has to wear the ankle monitor, but is otherwise free to travel. This is very big. Why? Given that the California judge found that these circumstances are sufficient for a YoungBoy, why would a Louisiana judge find any differently? The Louisiana judge is looking at the same facts, he's looking at the same charges, and he's making a decision under the exact same federal law. Sure, it's a different court and a different circuit, and the way the laws are applied varies somewhat from state to state. It shouldn't vary a lot. If this California judge said, hey, this much money and these restrictions are good, it would be very, very weird for a Louisiana judge to say, oh no amount of money and no restrictions. That would be very uncommon. I fully expect that the Louisiana judge on Tuesday will release YoungBoy on.
But we also saw the prosecutors dig up everything they could on YoungBoy during the trial, as they took note that since 2019, YoungBoy's been causing beefs with almost every rapper in the game, while also self-snitching on himself in his lyrics. One big beef was his issues with NLE Choppa, because at first Choppa showed his support when YoungBoy was arrested for the chase, releasing a song titled Free YoungBoy. But the way that YoungBoy acted toward King Von's passing, Choppa realized he didn't like YoungBoy anymore. YoungBoy dropped the hit song Bring the Hook, where he dissed all of O-Block and King Von for his passing. This had the rap scene reacting, with DJ Academics saying, YoungBoy on Demon Time right now, and he dropping another tape. One friend of King Von, Lil Reese, responded, that ain't no Demon Time, he just rapping like the rest of these rappers all rap, which got Choppa to say, I stamped that in response to Lil Reese, showing that he doesn't side with YoungBoy. But when YoungBoy realized Choppa wasn't on his side, he got angry, cause he dissed Choppa with the lyrics, I bet your mama be destroyed when we send you to God for making statements, choosing sides about my beef with them boys. I could say I saw it, you could say I was your favorite. However, Choppa went on to DJ Academics podcast to speak on the beef.
He's not able to defend his name, bro, and it be a lot going on within his name about him when, to me, bro, he a real stand-up dude, and it was just unfortunate how it happened. Like, he came to a person as a man.
Which is when we also saw him appear on DJ Vlad to talk about it more.
When you heard that, what'd you think?
It was funny to me. I feel like, it's not serious when it hit the net. It's funny. It's just entertainment to me.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. Good song. Nice bars.
as YoungBoy wasn't taking anything from anybody. If he disagreed with someone, he'd do whatever he could to tear them down. This gets into the situation YoungBoy had with Jay the Youngin. These two were initially cool with each other. Jay was another rapper from Louisiana, and he shared his thoughts on YoungBoy.
Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music. Yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever.
The two even dropped a collab song titled Up With Me, but the friendship didn't last long, cause Jay leaked a snippet of an unreleased YoungBoy song on Instagram. YoungBoy got angry and jumped to the comments to say, "Delete this now, I don't know how you even got my song, I don't mess around like that." But Jay took that as disrespect, and spoke about how he won't let anyone disrespect him.
I'm a real and I stand on everything, you hear me? Ain't no gonna play with me, ain't gonna disrespect me. And
Jay further responded to YoungBoy where he rapped, "You put that comment on my post and they laughed about that, but I was laughing when your baby mama was on me." As photos revealed, Jay had been hanging around one of YoungBoy's baby mamas, which had YoungBoy trying to catch Jay lacking in the streets.
You be hiding. We real headhunters, man. Come on, man. Open their mouth, came to what they was, man. Oh,